the start of this meeting, let me talk about the person who we all look up to, and the person who is leading this Toastmasters Club at the moment. Now, this person, let me give you a brief introduction about this person. Now, this person is a postgraduate in remote sensing physics from Jawaharlal Nehru University of Technology. Has been an entrepreneur since 2014, mentor for teenagers in communication and personality development, introduced Toastmasters to almost 60 people in the last 9 years. Winner of Triple Crown Pin Prize, an international speech contest, an evaluation contest at division level in the past years, couple of times. Founder of 4 Toastmasters Club, currently working on creating custom tools for Toastmasters meeting like the agenda. I believe that you are your best challenger and learning never ends. Let's all put our hands together and welcome Toastmaster DTM Anita to preside over the meeting. Toastmaster DTM Anita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ronald. I think we need to first give him a very big round of applause because it is the first time he has attempted to connect us on an hybrid platform. So I think this is my applause for you, Toastmaster Ronald. And I'm privileged to have a Sergeant at Arms who is completely hands-on with his responsibilities, which is actually a rare thing in today's world. So today's world of Toastmasters. So I'm blessed and I thank Ronald and his team, Pramod, who's a newbie into Toastmasters group, but he's been there all through supporting for this meeting to happen online. Can we have the, okay, anyways, I would love to see the audience, but I think we need to understand restrictions here. It looks like I'm not talking to anyone except for the online attendees. Can we have this move the camera, then that, the mirror thing that you can do? Have a selfie mode switch on, or you want to change it completely? Yeah, at least, yeah, that's better. That's better. That's better. Thank you so much, everyone who's coming here. I will definitely get into the nitty-gritties of Toastmasters, but not before I wanted to share something out of my experience. When I was coming in here to India, I saw the traffic, and this is something which happens to resonate with somebody else who shared it in a speech. Now, when we are traveling, when we are driving on the street, on the roads of Dubai, I got to see that we are traveling at a good speed that is allowed by the road. And there are some people who are a little more, they think that their life is got much more privileged things to do. And they kind of take away, take a little greater speed than yours, even if it is not allowed in the sub lanes, and try to go over, overhead yourself. And ultimately, we all end at that juncture or junction where the red light is on. So we see each other as parallels over there. So, then the thought occurs like, what is the speed? That is, what is this necessity of overtaking one another on the road where we are all, common to each other and we have guidelines? Ultimately, we have to reach that junction where the challenge is the same. It's the red light. So what occurred to me when I kind of saw this is that there is nothing called a shortcut to success. Challenges might look mountainous to a person from their perspective, might look trivial to the person who's next to you. Like I might have, belittled the challenge that the person who overtook me had, or that person might have belittled my challenge of not driving fast. But at the end of the day, the milestone that we have to reach is the same. So when it is the same and there are guidelines, let us adhere to the guidelines and understand that there is no shortcut to reach a particular milestone. There's always an effort that needs to be put. Are these efforts being, measured by the guidelines that have been subscribed is what is very important. So coming to Toastmasters also, we all have this umbrella of pathways and learning management system where we have project guidelines, where we have role player guidelines. We have guidelines for everything. everything that's happening inside a club meeting, behind the scenes for a club meeting. So each one of us have need to be responsible enough to understand that we are not coming here to rendezvous for 2 hours only. We're coming here to take all those messages that come from each role player out here, to use them in your own journey, to unlearn those habits that we have been accustomed to. So, my dear friends, the idea here is, even if it is the role play of a timer, please take it seriously. Even if it is the role play of being an hour counter, please take it seriously. And understand that every step that you're putting is only going to add to your progress as a personality, as a person. It's going to be a wholesome thing. It's not just the role over here that you're playing, it's the transformation that's happening without your knowledge seamlessly. So much change that happens within you. So be a part of it very consciously. And with that, I think we don't have guests today, being summer vacation time. But for my dear role players who volunteered to be a part of today's meeting, Toastmaster Zainab, I know her only online, and then I heard about her a lot from the fraternity with which I was working last year. And today she is here to give a speech. And then my VP education asked me, but why icebreaker? I know her. She's a very powerful speaker. I said, even I know, but this is her second path probably. Let's know from it, from her in life. So she's here. Thank you so much. It's the TMOD's privilege to introduce you. So I'm not going to steal that glory. Then we have Toastmaster Asia online here. Again, I know her. She's been there. Very powerful speaker. I think the women outbeat it always because they're more planned and have the time for it, or make the time for it, I should say. So thank you, Toastmaster Asia. Do we have any other external role players? Yes, our general evaluator, Toastmaster Kareem. Thank you so much once again for coming in and to helping us, supporting us as the GE today. Having said this, now it's time for me not to delay any further. And I'm not doing the president's speech today because I'm also a little lazy. I'm on summer vacation, right? So I can afford this bit of a break. Nevertheless, please understand we are all responsible Toastmasters, and we need to maintain this responsibility to be responsive and to be reactive when situations, are a little downside. So let me now call my past president, a very good friend of mine, past president quite some time, when life was a little challenging in Newstart Toastmasters. And I know this lady to be a very hands-on person when it comes to her own personality transformation. She understood that there is no easy way out there. She joined the club where I was functioning as the VP, and I was just moving out of that club because I had some personal challenges, and she just entered that club. We just had a small teat-a-teat, and then I saw her again in the club which I founded, which is Newstart. And I have seen her, take those little pebbles, build her own personality from there. I love her as an evaluator more than a speaker. Sorry, I'm saying this. She's an excellent evaluator. She's very spot on, very good observationist also. So let us welcome Toastmaster Raju Lakshmi, who is my favorite all-time Toastmaster of the day because she brings so much of creatively new things which I've never heard about onto the stage. Toastmaster Raju Lakshmi, hearty welcome to you. Let's give her a big round of applause. And yes, can we shift the camera towards the speaker?
Thank you so much, President DTM Anita, for that warm introduction, warm welcome, and for reliving those old memories. Thank you so much. So today, our theme is Who Inspires Me? During our journey of life, whether it is personal or professional, we have encountered different experiences at different stages of life. Those experiences, those situations, those surroundings teach us a lot of things. And there were a lot of people who inspires us during this journey. Among us today, I would like to talk in front of you all about a certain set of people who inspires all of us in our professional journey. Any idea whom that set of people I'm going to talk about today in our professional journey? Just imagine the office environment. When we enter into a new office, that one person, mostly it is a girl or lady, they come with a warm welcome, with a cheerful, enthusiastic, dynamic, smiling personality. They welcome us, introduce us to each and everyone in the office, give a proper induction, and they make sure that we are becoming one among that new office environment or new set of people. Who is that person? Who is that set of people who makes this
HR.
HR? Yes, those are the people, human resource talent. Those are the people who makes us comfortable when you have those memories coming into your mind when we entered into your previous job or when we are into a current job. So each and in my 13 or 14 years of UAE corporate life, I have worked in 3 to 4 companies. So in each and every companies, there is that one person who made me inspired with their own personalities, their own approach, their own attitude, their own contribution of sharing new knowledge to me. When I came from India and joined in that very first MNC company, it was like a frog in the hot water. My situation was just like that because I came directly from Kerala and entered into a multicultural environment. So how to speak, how to respond, how to interact with the set of people, these all I slowly started learning by interacting or by speaking with this HR, with the direction of this HR. She made sure that there is, I am not naming that particular person, but she is an, I would like to name as an angel. She ensured that the onboarding process is proper, everything is set, introduced to everyone. She inspired me by providing the full confidence to how to mingle with each and everyone in the team. Also provided enough training. That is the main core area of HR, to provide training and important workshops to be needed for a new joiner to set up in the new environment. Also, there were a lot of teamwork activities. Then all this Friday, earlier it was Thursday, Friday was off. Thursday morning, 1 hour happiness sessions they arranged. So they made sure that each and every employee, like newbies also, along with the existing employees, are being part of this new journey. Then I would like to recollect memories of one more HR, that is Angel 2. She also played an important role in my professional life. That is, so when I entered the same way, that was from my first job to the second job, she gave me a lot of good feedbacks, good interaction, how to excel in my career, what all courses I need to do to improve my personal and professional development. So these kind of set of, these are basically the unsung heroes in our life. They provided a lot more opportunities directly or indirectly for our self-improvement. So with this small introduction about the people who inspired during my professional career, then I would like to take this meeting further. Just a few notes about our agenda, the programs lined up today. We have silent role players here. That is the Toastmaster Kimberly. She'll, yeah, can you please explain about your role, Toastmaster Kimberly? As a timer.
Yeah. For
As
Your role as a timer.
role at the time, I'll be time in the table topic and evaluate.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kimberly. Online or physical. So I would prefer if someone could come forward and take up the role of the grammarian. Anyone? Toastmaster Raghu, will you be?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. So today no one is there to take up the role of grammarian. So we will see.
No, I will take it. I don't have a role today. It's fine with me.
Okay, okay. So Toastmaster Anita will be taking up the role of grammarian. So to start with the meeting, first part of the meeting is word of the day. I would like to call Toastmaster Pramod to take over the session and conduct.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So today I'll be introducing one word. Maybe some of us would be aware about this word. And the word is astounding. So the meaning of astounding is surprisingly impressive. So we use this adjective when like there is an overwhelmed situation and we want to express our feelings like, okay, surprisingly impressive, amazing or wonderful. So synonymous of astounding word is amazing, stunning, surprising, incredible, and beyond belief. So these are some synonymous words for astounding. Sorry for this one because I used the previous template from Husni and was having this transpire, which is my mistake, which I just could have excluded. But yes, that is one more word our Toastmaster Husni introduced during last session, which we can try to use in our daily conversations and interactions. Next slide, please. Another previous. Previous. After this. Slide number 5. Yeah. So to use this word astounding, these are some examples, sentences where we have used astounding. In a short time, it was great to see astounding progress in my daughter's personal development through Toastmaster meetings. That he only painted during the last 10 years of his life is but one of the many astounding facts in his extraordinary life. Most of these astounding miracles are of the ordinary type. One more, his astounding energy and resource curbed all his enemies during his lifetime. And there is an astounding variety of travel mirrors available. So these are some examples where we can use this word. So I would suggest and request our fellow Toastmasters try and see wherever it is feasible to use this word.
Astounding.
Great. Yes.
If we use the time appropriately in Toastmasters, we can see an astounding progress now.
That's great. Anyone else?
It was astounding to see Mr. Pramod on his first speech to give the word of the day.
Thank you. Please.
it was astounding for me that we were able to manage this online meeting in spite of DTM Anita's absence, or probably a very good, input from the new TTM Toastmaster, TM Pramod.
It's all teamwork, yes.
I'll also try. I don't know how many of you have seen this crocodile walk on the streets of, on the roads of Mumbai, whether it is a real one or a fake one. The kind of videos that we can generate using AI is always leaving me astounding. I would love to do something like that in the near future. Over to you.
It was astounding for me to get the call from Toastmaster Karim this morning, as I was expecting to take a taxi, but luckily I got a call from him and was able to join with him.
That's great.
I'd also like to attempt.
Please.
It's a pleasure to be in the astounding company of so many lovely Toastmasters.
An astounding feeling to see so much of involvement and usage about this word. So thanks for that, and let us continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pramod, for introducing the word astounding. So next is our most important section of this meeting, that is project speeches. We have 3 speakers lined up today. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Sign Up. Toastmaster Sign Up. To evaluate her project, we have Toastmaster Asia. Toastmaster Asia, could you please give or share the objectives of the speech?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Today's purpose statement for the icebreaker speech is, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. All the best, Toastmaster Zainab.
The timing also, please.
The timing is 4 to 6 minutes.
Okay, looks like they have an internet glitch. Did we lose them? Yeah, we lost them. जी ये होता है. This is what I think they're using that guest wireless, which is very dicey.
You are in India, right?
Yeah.
I was not knowing that. Oh, I think they come back. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yes. So the time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. So I will invite our first speaker, Toastmaster Sign Up. Could you please give a small introduction about yourself? Like which club and
Okay, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Currently a member of Dreams Toastmasters Club. I've joined the club since November of 2020. Currently, I am serving as the immediate past president.
okay, thank you.
Zainab, your voice is a little low. Maybe you should come closer to the speaker. Yeah, to the mic. Perfect.
And I'll sit front and I can speak. So
Thank you.
Toastmaster sign up, paving my way forward. Paving my way forward, Toastmaster sign up. All the best.
When you want something, the whole universe conspires in helping you achieve it. Once again, a very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Since my childhood times, my dad labeled me as Dr. Zainab, and I took it as an obligation to become a doctor because he said, I am going to be a doctor and I'm going to help people in their health. And so during my school years, I was very fond of taking science courses, and I actually aced science courses in high school. But when I got into university, I chose the path biomedical science, and I was sure that I would be acing it through to medical school. But however, I got stuck. Just in my second year of university, I had to take courses such as biomedical science, organic chemistry, genetics, biophysics. It did not resonate with me. I usually would hate going to classes, to the lectures, even the labs. I didn't understand how the molecules would connect and what you will get. I didn't enjoy it. And so it got to me, what should I do? I'm not able to help people. I'm not able to live up to what my dad idealized me to be, Dr. Zainab. And so I had to look for something. I had to figure something out. I had to pave my way forward. I can't just sit like this and dread me not going to medical school. I then booked an appointment with the counselor, probed some questions, and then asked me, did you take any electives to see what you enjoy? And in response, I would say no. My focus was only science because I want to become a doctor. And so she helped me, guided me in taking courses of all range of electives. I took political science, kinesiology, religious studies, and psychology. When I studied psychology, it was something that I fell in love, something that I really enjoyed learning about people's behavior. And so I changed my major and I finished my degree in psychology. Just when I graduated from the university, my father approached me and said, can you work in my business? The business I put my time, my blood, my sacrifice, my sweat. And so I couldn't reject that because my father was my backbone throughout the school years, even though I didn't live up to his dream. And it got to me at that time, that conversation I had with the counselor. The counselor mentioned, it's not about you, being a doctor is not you. It's not just you helping the people. In every career, people are there to help humanity progress forward. And so it was a moment of epiphany for me, and realizing that no, it's not just becoming a doctor and that I help people. And so I took it forward with everything that came to me, and I took opportunity, took opportunity in moving forward. And so when I was with my father, I took on and led the HR department, and I'm currently leading the HR department, in which I enjoy. And so then time transpired, and I got to a point where my weekends were not utilized well. And I had to find a way, what can I do to develop myself, to pay my way forward? It's not just me as the person leading the department. So I asked people, I took on opportunities such as becoming a volunteer in an Islamic school teaching Quran and Islamic studies. And I learned to be creative and also got confidence in leading kids with lessons and developing them. And also, once I when I took on the challenge of becoming a teacher volunteer, it was at that time I came to a realization that no, I need to work on my communication. And I also wanted to network with others because my networking, I mean, the network that I had was very limited to the people that I meet in the organization. So it was at that time I did meet a community member in which they suggested I join Toastmasters. So I took that leap and I went online. I searched which clubs met online. It was during Corona time, so everybody was meeting online, but that week that met during the weekend. And so I messaged him and I got a number of responses and I joined Dreams Toastmasters Club in November of 2020. And now I'm still continuing. It's my second path and I've taken on the effective coaching path. And I look forward to developing myself. And when you want something, the whole universe conspires in helping you achieve it. And I hope the same for all of you. Over to you, Toastmaster Pradesh.
Icebreaker speech. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zainab, for taking us through your life's journey and the purpose of your life. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Batia. He is trying to attempt his level 1 speech. To evaluate his speech, we have Toastmaster Syed. Toastmaster Syed, could you please read out the objective and the timing?
Go there. Go there. Hello everyone. My target speaker, Toastmaster Bati. Speech is to learn to review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose to present a well-organized speech on any topic. All the best, Toastmaster Bati.
Thank you, Toastmaster Syed.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Batia. Self-belief. Self-belief, Toastmaster Batia. Over to you.
Thank you, Rajashmi. Thank you very much. Good morning, all. Dear fellow Toastmasters and honored guests and friends. Today, I just want to share a story with you, a story about self-belief. When life gets tough, it's about facing challenges, believing in ourselves, and never giving up. So I want to share the two personal stories which tested self-belief in my life. First of all, I just wanted to define what self-beliefness. Self-beliefness is person's beliefs in their ability to complete tasks and to achieve their goals. That's self-beliefs. So this tested in my life several times, but most important situation I just want to share with you. I remember when I was young, school was not easy for me. I had moments where I have doubted myself and worried about failing. This feeling was especially strong during my exams. I struggled to do my best, but it was really hard. I still remember the day I received my ordinary level results. The results was not as expected. Due to that results, when I'm going to choose my advanced levels, it will restrict me to choose whatever the subject which I liked, which I wanted to do that one. There are few subjects, commerce, science, and maths and arts. So I always wanted to be a banker and accounting side, and but due to these results, I cannot choose the commerce subjects. So it was really bad day for me. I was really mentally down. So I don't know. I know that I am capable, but I didn't focus. Every time my parents was pushing me to do that studies. But those days when I was young, I not understand what is this real life. So I was really young. So I thought, no, I want to do something. Then my father was a very calm, and my mother is very emotional. Mother is the one who's always shouting me, see, I told you every day. I told you every day. This is what you get. This is what. Even though we pushed you, you didn't care about now. This is the result you got. But my father was not other side. He was very calm and he's very kind for me. But he believed me. He's the one who teach me first lesson about self-belief. He called me and he asked me to come. And he's very professional even in my house. Even in my home also, he's talking to me also very professionally in serious situation. He called me and he told me to come and sit in front of him. And he asked me, you tell me, you wanted to learn or you wanted to stop your education and you wanted to do something else, whatever you like. I told my father, I wanted to continue my education. Because see, the last few years I have noticed you are not concerning about the education. You are not focusing on education. You are roaming and you are not focusing. But I believe you. I have believe about you. You can study well. You can educate it. But if you focused. So at that time, father gave me two options. So these two options, he told me, give me the answer before end of the day. And I just went inside in my room and I took some time and I told my father the same day, I'm going to take, I'm continuing my education. Then father told, then you wanted to repeat the exam. I told, no, I will not repeat the exam. But I had a confidence in myself, I can do it. Even though my ordinary results was not that expected, I can do commerce subject in private. I took that responsibility and I took that challenge. And I told my father, you financially help me to do the classes in private. I will do the commerce subjects. After 2-3 years, and father, one more condition he put me, I will never push you again. Even I told my mother, your mother to don't push you to study. We will never tell you to study. Do yourself. Do yourself. You learn one lesson. I hope you will never do that. You will never mistake again. I started my advanced level exams and 2-3 years I have to spend on that. I work hard and I focused. I kept away all my extra activities and I fully focused on commerce subjects. And the result came. It was really good results. Due to that results, I am here today because of that results, in Sri Lankan education, if you're getting high results in A levels, example in commerce subjects or bio, especially commerce subjects, they will hire to the banks as interns due to that results. I joined the bank as an intern because of these results. So this is the self-belief I had in first experience in my life. But I was really lucky to get down at the younger stage. If I face this situation, even is mature faced, I don't have time to make it correct. But it's not like that. We can make it correct our life every day, every time. There is no time depth for that one. The second situation I faced in my life, the self-belief is, even after all, I got married. And I came to Dubai and I brought my wife also. The first 2-3 years, it was really a nice time. We were together and we were very young that time. And the time was going very slowly and very smoothly. Even me also got job. My wife also got the job. We were here, only me and my wife was here. But after some time, the culture of Sri Lanka and the parents, our parents always expecting the babies. the kids, they want to see their grandchildren. So when we didn't even think about that, we didn't want to hurry about that. But when it comes to when we going to the vacation to our country, and the parents and friends and relations keep on asking the same thing. But even though we didn't think about that, it's creating the pressure inside us. Why? But actually, that situation came up because of my wife had some dark activities the time period. Actually, she has faced 2 surgeries that during that time, and we had a treatment. We went to the doctors, and we had treatments, and some doctors saying, yeah, you will not be able to have a baby. These kind of situations, and sometimes different treatment we have done, but these kind of advices also we got. After some time, after 6 until 6 7 years, we have now we had not babies, and we me and my wife keep believe ourselves. We never give up our hope. We keep believed. And after last 2 years, we never went to doctor. We believed. We believed ourselves. And luckily, 2 years back, we had a baby girl. We blessed with the baby girl. So these are the tested. These are the situation, self-belief tested in my life. The life is always choices. The life is always choices. To create, to get the right choice, we should have the self-beliefs. That's what I want to tell you, my audience. The life is always choice. We have to choose correct choice by getting your self-belief. That's a life. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhatia, for giving that wonderful self-belief and how important it is to have self-belief during those challenging times. And at the end of your speech, we all felt happy by hearing that good news. Thank you for the speech. Next, our third speaker, Toastmaster Ronald. He is going to deliver his level 2 speech and to perform or deliver the objectives of Toastmaster Ronald's speech. We have Toastmaster Paranjit. Toastmaster Paranjit, will you please put out the objectives of his speech?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Ronald is presenting a speech from the project Understanding Your Communication Style. And the purpose statements are, the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. Speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paranjit. Toastmaster Ronald. Understanding your communication styles. Understanding your communication styles, Toastmaster Ronald. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Good morning once again, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good morning.
Okay, so we started today's meeting with our Toastmasters mission saying the Toastmasters empowers us to develop communication and leadership skills. So communication is all that we do, and that's our business here. When 2 or more people meet, all that we do is communicate. So how do we communicate? How effectively do we communicate is what matters. Once your communication between people is coordinated, is understood, and is acceptable in both ways in a very understanding manner, your job gets simpler. We all come from different backgrounds, different religion, qualification, different professions. So we all are different. There is nobody who's alike. So the most important thing is the communication of words, how we communicate and how we are able to understand each other's requirements. Now, Toastmasters gives you a tool to understand your communication style. So there are 4 different communication styles. That is how broadly Toastmasters this thing. One is the direct communication style. Second is the initiative communication style. The third is the analytical one, and the fourth one is the supportive one. Now, a body language researcher, Albert Mehrabian, he understood that the communication is 55% non-verbal. Like I just heard my fellow Toastmaster Zainab, when she gave her speech, she was smiling on and on. 55% of the communication is done when you smile, and you become receptive. You people try to connect with you. Only 38% of it is words, vocal. So 38 is vocal, and 7% is words. So normally all that we speak, 7% is only words. So you see how the communication goes. Okay. Now, when we go a little further on this, we all have our own communication styles. Now, when I have to see how things move, let me give you simple examples of certain things that have happened in the course of my journey in life, and how I have been able to understand my own communication style. When I recently joined, a couple of years ago, I joined my company. I went the first day to the organization. So all we have to go and meet HR, as we all spoke about HR today. And the HR takes you to your department and says, okay, here he's joined us as area sales head. So he'll be leading the aftermarket parts division. He's got a wealth of experience and he will be doing this and that. So what does HR do? HR gives you a very analytical approach. So that means, what are you capable of? What can we expect of you? And what is the next? So this is a very analytical communication between the HR and the team and between you. So it's all analytical. So then, while I was in this organization when I joined, so as part of my job, I have to go for a meeting once in 6 months to Germany. That's where our head office is. The first time when I traveled there, of course, not the first time to Germany, but the first time in this company. So I never knew where is the organization, where is the head office, so they booked a cab for me from the airport. So the cab driver, the minute I saw him, I greeted him. He looked to be around 70 years around, very experienced guy. I said, "Well, great." He spoke good English. I just greeted him and I sat in the cab. I said, okay, fine. Now it's about 1 hour's drive, so let me just look into my mails. All of a sudden, he got onto the Autobahn. I think all of you guys know what is Autobahn. Autobahn is where there is no speed limit on the road. This guy from around 80, 100 speed, he goes up to 240 speed. I shook. I said, oh my God, what is this guy doing? He's 70 years old. Does he have control on his car? I just put my mobile on the side and I started communicating with him. I said, hey, how are you? What were you doing earlier? So I also want to know whether he was in the driving profession. He says, no, don't worry, my friend. I was working in Dubai and I was in Silicon Oasis and I was doing this and I have my daughter in Seychelles. So all about his family. So that kept his speed in check and that brought down my anxiety. So in that half an hour drive, or 45 minutes drive, I was able to connect with him. In that process, he explained to me which are the best places to go for shopping. He also told me, okay, there's very good Indian restaurant in that place. Also, communication becomes a little difficult in Germany because people speak German. Very few people speak English. So he told me there's an Indian shop. You can go and buy a SIM card there. Ultimately, we became good friends. And now a couple of times when I go there, or if any of my colleagues go there, I just give his number, and he's become like a go-to person for all of us. So what is this? I would say this was my initiative communication style, where I got things done, and at the same time, if I had to initiate the communication, I would be sitting with fear all along the journey. So this initiative communication style helped me. Now, this is the communication style which was very much required for that moment. But in general, my communication style, which I have tried to understand, is I'm more of a supportive communicator. Recently, a week ago, we were going to the swimming pool in our building, and it was on the 19th floor. While I walked in the corridor, I saw a huge table fan. And I said, why the hell have they put the table fan over here? And I saw that when I just tried to peep there, I saw the pool attendant sitting over there. What happened? How are you doing? No, I'm fine, thank you. Isn't it hot? I saw the hot air blowing. Yeah, fine, it's fine. I realized that this poor girl is suffering in the heat over there, and nobody is really bothered about it. When I spoke to the supervisor, no, the AC is working. The doors are sometimes opened and closed. That's why the AC is not effective. When I spoke to the AC guy said, no, he started giving me some other excuse. I told him, fine, it's okay. I mean, he's also human. We are all human. And then, to my surprise, in the next half day, the AC started working. So this is what I would say, that I would like to highlight the situation, get people to think, and then act upon it, rather than being a direct communicator to make it as if I'm forcing things down their throat. No, a supportive communicator, I feel, brings participation from the team. They get motivated and they can give much better results. That's my way, and that's what I felt is my predominant way of communicating. But also at the same time, some people think when you're a supportive communicator, oh, you are gullible to sob stories. That's where you need to be analytical and put a stop to it and say, sorry guys, that's what I don't mean. I mean business. So I think in a communication, in my case, predominantly it is supportive, but to some extent it is analytical. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bernard. And it is so astounding to see how most of the speakers are connecting their speeches with today's theme that is related to the HR perspective. Thank you. And next, timers report. Toastmaster Kimberly, could you please read out the timers report?
Okay, the first one is for the order, PM Ronald, 6 minutes, 19 seconds. Open address by President, DT
No, on the speakers, basically the three speakers, yes.
PM Zainab, 6 minutes, 40 seconds. PM Bhatia, 9 minutes, 26 seconds. And PM Ronald, 8 minutes, 54 seconds.
Okay, so today 3 of the speakers actually timed out. So
3 of them qualified.
So yeah, since 3 of the speakers spoke over their allotted time, let's go for the voting, and we can just see who spoke better. Yeah.
How much of a time gap between the qualified time?
4 to 6. Yeah, 4 to 6 for the icebreaker, but it was 6 minutes 49 seconds.
Yeah, 6 minutes 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
And the other two speeches?
Other speeches, Toastmaster Bhatia spoke for 8 minutes.
Yeah,
9 minutes. Then
Okay, I don't think
Toastmaster
it's for qualification. I'm sorry. Let's not look for qualification. Yeah, time management is very important.
Yes. Yeah, so we'll go as per what President says, and today there is no voting for the speeches. So next is a small break for 5 minutes. Let's proceed with the break. Let's meet after 5 to 7 minutes.
Just a question. How do
Yeah.
the online speakers get to see the timer?
Yeah, that's what I think. It's better
Actually, we
that
have this lighting mechanism here. Now it is it's a green, yellow, and red based on the timing. So
no,
if
but for
it was
online
not
speakers,
visible, sorry.
for online speakers, but yeah, could not see the time.
Yeah. So we'll highlight this during evaluation.
See, can you all keep it in front of the monitor now itself to check it?
Uh,
That's the
I think we
monitor,
need to
like
keep like this. Yeah, it was about the settings and is it visible? No, right?
yes. Can you change the colors? No, you cannot see the screen.
Yeah.
Or one of us should do it online. If anybody can enter online and do it, anyone
We'll
who's
do
free,
like this.
we can't see the speaker, Rajlakshmi.
Yeah, that is true.
No, I think it's okay if we, if anyone can time by joining from their mobiles and sharing the virtual backgrounds.
Yeah, we'll check. Excuse me, someone can join Zoom and show the time cards because they are not able to see the lights. Is this okay, Anita?
Yeah, this is what I was, okay, yeah, I was mentioning this, yep. Can you change the color for us?
Can you change the color?
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, perfect, thank you.
But able to identify the color?
Yeah.
Asia?
Screen is visible, yeah. So you can
Visible,
tell.
yeah? Okay. So this will be the timing mechanism.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's have a small coffee break for 5 minutes and we'll come back with the evaluation sessions. See the speaker.
When the evaluator is evaluating, I'll put the speaker on the screen, spotlight the speaker and the evaluator, so that the online evaluator can see the speaker there.
Yeah.
But can the speaker come forward when the evaluator is evaluating? If the speaker can come into the area, the stage area, it will be good.
Okay, fine.
Anybody from the system also can cards for timer cards. You add that one.
It's already handled.
Okay.
So she's asking us to handle, but here no one is able to.
That's why this time because they don't.
I think speakers didn't see this.
Can we start?
Yeah. You can start.
Rajashmi, stay nearby.
Now in Albut Tower.
Albut. You work with Albut?
No. I'll be shifting to different place from August. Now in Albut. You are also
Albut Tower?
Chandra. You are also there, right?
Yeah, I stay Albut 212 building.
Where?
That Malabar Gold building. Just 500 meters from Twin Tower. On that side.
That one.
That also belongs to Albut. Actually, there is another building which is very close to this Albut Twin Tower.
Yeah. I think we can start,
Yeah,
right?
let us start.
Speakers became very more enthusiastic. They all jumped the gun.
Jump with the gun and most online people didn't see this.
Yeah, that's all.
Let's begin. Where is Toastmaster Provis? Yes. Toastmaster Reku is coming, right?
Yeah, this also.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. I hope all of you are refreshed, energized, and to make the session even more energetic, the most enthusiastic Toastmaster Cruz for handling or conducting table topic session. Welcome, Toastmaster Cruz.
What a wonderful introduction of me. We are talking. I would be doing the table topic of the day today. What is table topic? And it's one of the interesting subject which all should know about it basically. And we'll enjoy something doing different. First is there are 4 criteria in the table topic basically. One is listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. If you listen carefully, you'll do all these things basically. So these are the 4 things. Keep in mind, today's topic is something very nice, and hope you all will enjoy it. And I will give you the topic first, and then I will give you the tips. So everybody have to voluntarily take it basically. Not everybody, maybe six people can voluntarily. It's something about what I'm going to do. Everything is there. Is something about love. We have to talk about love. In today's world, and today's time, we don't have time to love each other. When did anybody last said, I love you, sweetheart, to your spouse? I love you, my child. I love you, baby. Is there anybody recently who did?
Yes.
You're doing every day?
But you didn't believe.
Because maybe after a long time.
Because maybe because you are playing more on the phone. Because of the feeling was not there. The feeling has to be there. If the feeling is there, then as you said, communication. The communication was not there. So you have to build up communication between it. However, just not going too far, I want Pramod, Kimberly, say take one of this. Take one of this, and you have a friction of a second. Ernest.
It is one by one.
No, let them read it. Let them think for a ponder for a while. Zainab. And Ronald. Last. Okay. Now there is a number. 1 number, 2 number, 3 number. What is the number?
Okay.
Who is number 1? Who's number 1? There's a number on that written. Huh?
Or we can go.
Here there's a number written. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6.
Okay.
Who is number 1? Come in. Zainab. The table topic for you today is, what is your favorite love song? And we all want to hear the song. Please sing.
Timing?
The timer will know the time.
1 minute, 1.5 and 2.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Once again, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. My favorite love song, well, just let me take you back. I am currently not married, so I don't have something called of a love song that I do to my partner. Well, I will talk about a song that I like, that I was brought up. I was actually born in the United Arab Emirates, and the national anthem is actually the song that I opened my eyes with, and I can relate it to a love song because it's a song in which really puts this patriotism in the country that we live in, and we are proud to be in a country that is very supportive and and very not only supportive. They have all of the amenities and all of the development and helping us progress forward. And so I believe the national anthem is something. It's a song in which I can relate to a love song. And to give you a sample, I'll just recite the very first lines of the United Arab Emirates national anthem. And it goes like this: عيشي بلادي عاش اتحاد إماراتنا عشتي نشاطي دين والإسلام حتى والقرآن حصنتك بسم الله يا وطن. There we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You take care. God bless you. The second, who's on the number 2 list? Number 2. Number 2, number 3. Who's
What is this? 2 or 7?
2. Yeah, Ronald. Wow, the Ronald. See, in fact, you all can prepare yourself, in fact.
Yes.
The second thing. Ronald, for you, the question is, what is true love for you? Explain. What is true love for you? Please explain. Ronald.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Cruz. For me, true love is something where you have a relationship with your wife, with your child, with your friends, with everyone around whom you communicate, who are close, near and dear to you, where you talk to them, you communicate with them in a way that you try to put things in the right perspective rather than putting in a way that I am right. I am never right, because when you try to, you put yourself as right over the situation of maintaining a relationship, I would say yes, that love is where I would give a relationship a stronger value than putting myself as being right. Where you so in the case of my love is where I would compromise to some extent of being right all the time. Sometimes I may be right and I know the other person is wrong, but to say that you are wrong and to hurt that relationship is not my way. I would still wait for a subtle moment to communicate that in this situation, this was not the right thing to do, but never point a finger to say you were wrong, because that's where you hurt a relationship. So in what I would say is, love in my case, what I look at is where you learn to compromise, you learn to involve and create a very positive environment in every relationship that we have. That's all. Thank you very much.
Let's say number 3. Who's on number 3?
Yes.
Come. Yes, come, Kimberly.
So, will you be able to time?
Yeah.
Give me the chit, get the chit and come.
Bring the remote, please.
The chit. The chit.
Yeah, just a second. For timing, she was noting down the timing for voting.
TM Kimberly, what do you love doing the most and why? What do you love doing the most and why? TM Kimberly.
Thank you so much, Kunuj. Now, a lot of people love doing a lot of things. Like some people love to cook, some people love to read, some people like to play sport. Now, what I love doing, I love to play sports. Like I like to do athletics. I like to play badminton. Although now I don't have a partner to play badminton, so now I'm just waiting for my daughter to come in so I can play badminton with her. Maybe I like to do football. And now I don't want to do football anymore because like I don't want to get hit in the face now. So I also like to paint. So it gives me solace, it gives me peace. So I like to paint. And I like to read. Now reading gives me a lot of knowledge. I can use all those fancy words to impress people. So reading also makes me happy. I like to. So I can buy clothes. I can maybe roam around somewhere outside with my parents. I like to in my free time also I like to jog as well. And also since now I'm busy, so I'd like to find time to do all the things I love. Thank you.
Number 4. Who's having number 4?
I think we are running short of time, Bruce.
Yes, I'll try to finish it off. What is love for you? Explain. Say it. What is love for you? Please explain.
Thank you very much. What is love? What is love? Love is love. Yes, of course, it is not everything, but love is love. I think love is something that when you think of something, if you get that feeling of happiness, comfort, I think, in my opinion, this is love. Now, for example, when you go home, you see your wife. Of course, you will have a different thoughts, but at the end of the day, you will feel comfort. You will feel happy. You will have that bonding with your wife, and at the same time, when you go home, you see your kid, you see your daughter, your son. They come running towards you. You feel that comfort. You feel that warmth. So I feel this is love. Apart from this, when it comes to your work, you do so many things, but everything doesn't give you happiness. What gives you happiness? What makes you comfortable doing this thing and you excel in that? I think this is what love is. So love is, I mean, it's a very a big word to express, but it's a small, the very few things which I have mentioned about my personal feeling about love. So over to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Syed. Next. What's the number?
6.
And you? Okay, 5. Come in fast.
Bruce, we are running short.
Yeah.
You have to finish faster. Whom do you love the most in life and why?
Don't say your father now.
Hello everyone, my name is Ernest and hello everybody in the Zoom meeting. Whom do I love? And now PM Ronald said not to say my father, but the answer is my parents. And the reason why is because it's not only because obviously they they feed me, they provide me with like a shelter, they buy me clothes, they buy me this and that. But I think the most important thing is that they understand me and they support me in what I want to do. Like obviously growing up, I was not a very normal like kid. I was like a very stubborn kid, very annoying, but they still made through it and they still supported me of what I wanted to do. Even though my dad wanted me to come and help him in his company, I still told him that I have some other interests, and he was really like supportive to like, you know what, go, it's okay. So I think that's one of the main reasons why I love my parents, both of them. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you.
So happy today.
Will you change your love? Change anything for your love, and why?
So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I hope the question was not will you change your love or will you change yourself for your love? I'll just correct that, of course. So yes, what is love? Like every child, our first love is our mom. Every child on this planet, our parents, siblings, friends, and of course our family, wife and kids. So yes, of course, I will change myself, and I have changed a lot because of my love. And in daily life, we experience this even when I go home. Sometimes when I talk to my son and ask him to do something, and he's annoyed and he says, "Dad, why you are shouting?" So this is the first time you are telling me if I don't obey for one or two times, then you shout at third time. So then I realized, yes, so we should not raise our voice in first statement itself, but with some perception, then we try to be harsh. So yes, these are small things, and of course for our love, yes, I'm always ready to change. Aspects also which my wife doesn't like about me. So yes, the answer is yes, and of course, and change is the only inevitable thing in our life. So thanks. That's all from my side.
Thanks, Pramod. Very well said. I'm short of time, and over to Raj.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Cruz, for conducting a vibrant, energetic topic session. And all the speakers have spoken very well than what we have expected. Very nice session. And Toastmaster Kimberly, could you please read out the timing?
Okay, first speaker Jana, 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Ronald, 1 minute 46 seconds. Toastmaster Kimberly, 1 minute 34 seconds. Toastmaster Syed, 1 minute 29 seconds. Toastmaster Ernest, 0 minute 53 seconds. And Toastmaster Pramod, 1 minute 19 seconds.
Can we all
Yeah.
toast okay.
Yeah. No, one spoke less than 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
Toastmaster
Ernest.
Toastmaster Ernest. So let's all
Yeah.
vote for best table topics.
Except Ernest, everyone else will be qualified.
Right. Please, online members and everyone, please vote. And online members, please send your voting to Toastmaster Ronald. So as we are running out, let's proceed with the next part of our meeting. That is evaluation session. To conduct the evaluation, we have our general evaluator today. He is Toastmaster Karim. Toastmaster Karim is a Toastmaster for more than 5 years, and he's into logistic management profession. And he is the immediate past president of Muhaisna Toastmasters. Let's all welcome Toastmaster Karim to conduct the evaluation section. Toastmaster Karim. Thank you, Toastmaster Karim. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Modi. In fact, when I entered to this venue, it was an astounding impression gave this whole premise actually. But as per the agenda, as a general evaluator, what I thought in the end of the meeting, I can say a few words, appreciate some of the role players and go. But in between, I have to introduce the evaluators. Since we have noticed some kind of time elapse, I would like to remind a few things about the evaluations. Since we have 3 evaluators here, we have evaluator Toastmaster Asia and Said and Toastmaster Param. So as you know, the timing is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2.5 and 3 minutes. And 3.5 minutes is the final time. So to notify by that in the Zoom, DTM Anita, do we have any possibility that, is there any timer in the Zoom? Or
no, I mean, somebody can log in from that place and do the timing. Yeah, yeah.
You will,
Yeah,
somebody will take care about
yes,
that.
yes.
Okay. So the evaluation, as you all know, it's also a speech. We are giving a speech. It has to be framed as a speech like opening, body, and the conclusion. It should have. Because a speech, normally what you are seeing and what you are hearing, you have to mention. The evaluator first, they will evaluate the speaker and the content also. Normally, 2 points as positive notes and 2 points or 2 or 3 according to your perspective, you can evaluate like that. And 2-3 points as improvement points and rapid time. So there is a structure for evaluating a speaker. How he utilizes this space, how he uses his hand gesture and the body language and the confidence level, the language he uses. All you can, according to your perspective, you can evaluate and make a speech accordingly with the 2-3 positive notes. And this is the structure of an evaluation speech. So try to follow that. So to evaluate our Toastmaster Zainab, we have here Toastmaster Asia. So I would like to welcome Toastmaster Asia to evaluate Toastmaster Zainab.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karim, for allowing me. We live in a world of constant juxtaposition between joy that's possible and pain that's all too common. We can hope for love and success and abundance, but we never quite forget that there is always the lurking possibility of disaster. These nuances mold us. In Toastmaster Zainab's case, it was her difficulties that were of not being able to meet familial expectations and difficulty to absorb something astoundingly tedious, such as biomedical sciences. It was through and through, I think, an exemplary speaker that we have witnessed today. What I appreciate is her excelling at communicating and using the spoken word and using eye contact to convey emotion and her illicit response. She had great and was fully aware of the audience that she was speaking to. She had great comfort level and appeared comfortable with the audience, and even managed to engage the audience with highly compelling and well constructed content. But always there is room for improvement. My humble suggestion would be to avoid ahs and ums as filler words and use pauses. Pauses are powerful. It probably would have been of an astounding impact on her story. This sort of affects the clarity of her speech. But other important categories overall were aced. It can be, vocal variety, eye contact, gestures, as I have mentioned before. One takeaway from her speech would be to keep on encouraging us all to also cross our endeavors gallantly. Splendid effort to come out victorious astoundingly through her adventurous journey of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asia. Now we have our second evaluator to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Bhatia. So let me invite Toastmaster Say.
Thank you very much. In our life, we face challenges, problems, difficulties. Toastmaster Bhatia's speech showed us the way how self-belief and never give up attitude can help us overcome these difficulties, problems, and challenges in our life. Toastmaster Bhatia, you opened up your speech very well by mentioning your challenges. You mentioned 2 of your challenges which you faced in the school as well as after your marriage. Because it was your real life stories. How you overcome your challenges at school and took up your what you wanted in your studies, and how you overcome after your marriage life, and now you are blessed with a wonderful kid. This shows us how to believe in ourselves and never give up. So the content of your speech were great. You proved us that with hard work, dedication, and focus, you can achieve your goal. But for every speech, I believe a good speech can be a better speech, and a better speech can be a best speech. So I would like to recommend few points that I believe that, since you are not online, physically present here, I felt that you are sitting and giving the speech. I would recommend for any speech, it is always better to stand up and give the speech and use the screen space and whatever the space you have so that you interact with your audience. The second recommendation is you had an emotional touch in your speech, but this emotional touch, it was somehow not emotionally attaching to the audiences. So this can be done by emotion. You can express your emotion by your action and gesture. So if you had some action and gesture in your speech, I think this could have very well connect with the audience. So to summarize, a good speech with good content if there is no emotions, it might not be that powerful. So in conclusion, with good emotion and gesture and actions, your speech can be a very good speech. And I would recommend these points. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Our next evaluator is Toastmaster Paramjit. He is going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Ronald. So let me invite Toastmaster Paramjit. Over to you.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. We communicate even when we are not speaking. Communication is the only tool which we all require in our life to have a wonderful relationships and wonderful life. Toastmaster Ronald, this was an astounding presentation which you presented with confidence, strong voice, and engaging stories. And you almost met the objectives of the project, which help you to understand your communication style and your other communication style. The things which stood out best for you was you started by connecting our mission with the club mission with your speech, with the communication, which immediately grabbed our attention. And this you continued with the two stories, which kept us engaged with you throughout the speech. And we could easily visualize and learn different styles of communication in action. You have a strong voice. You're a very good storyteller. You spoke confidently with a strong voice. Your voice was clear and every word was very clear. You spoke. I could listen and understood every word you spoke. And you used a vocal variety to your advantage with apt gestures. Particularly, this was very evident when you were talking to the driver in Germany. Like your anxiety, I could feel anxiety in your vocal variety, as well as when the gentleman, the driver told you, he gave you assurance, I could feel a word, the tone was such that it was giving assurance. Now, the things which you can take your speech to further level, the first is the stage utilization. The moment you were almost in the center stage, you could have used the stage on the left and right side, as well as when you are moving to left and right side. I'm not saying that it's intentional, but it should be natural, and keeping eye contact with both sides will engage your audience to the maximum. Well, the second point about the content, you very well explained about the different ways of different communication level, the way of communication we do. But the second objective of the project is how your communication style affects the people. In this case, if you could have managed one story, you could have understood and given what is the effect of your communication style and how you manage people with a different communication style, how you understand them and manage, and what you need to improve upon to meet with their communication, to have a clear communication about those people. Overall, Ronald, this was an astounding speech. You are a natural speaker with your good vocal variety. And if you just add on the project objectives or audience objectives whenever you're giving speech, you are heading towards a star speaker of the club, area, and the district. Over to you, General Evaluator.
So that's all. All evaluators, they did their job well. So now I have to time.
Evaluator 1, TM Akia, 2 minutes 48 seconds. Evaluator 2, TM Tide, 3 minutes 16 seconds. Evaluator 3, TM Paranjit, 3 minutes 28 seconds.
So you can go for voting also.
Are we waiting for something?
Evaluation voting is going on. Only 1 minute.
Okay, thank you all. That was a first experience for me also, because as a in between evaluators introduction, this is the first time I experienced it. As normally the TMOD will introduce all the role players and the general evaluation coming in the end of the meeting. So that was nice, and I got the chance to introduce the evaluators and to talk about a little bit about the evaluations. Now I have to give it back to TMOD or what?
Call the.
I have to call the other role player. So who was handling this counter role was Word Master. Word Master report. Yes. How many should?
Good afternoon, Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
So today's word was astounding, and I was very glad to see most of our teammates have used it. And specifically after the session, I have a count like it was used 4 times. Once by TM Vijayalakshmi, once by TM Kareem, and twice by Paramjit sir. And of course, other fellow Toastmasters also use this. So that is the count for today's word astounding.
Yeah, a counter report and grammarian report by DTM Anita, right?
Thank you,
Over to
Toastmaster. Thank you so much. I quickly run you all through this. I've not taken the R counter report though, but let's move into the grammarian report. Most of the places astounding has been used parallel to astronomical, which is like, something which is of a higher degree of excitement or performance. So I think there's a difference between the two, though it sounds same. Astounding is something to do with surprise, and astronomical is somewhere where, it's elated, where you want to praise the whole phenomenon. That's used there. Now, moving into the grammar part of it, I love the statement. Of course, we all know Paulo Coelho, when you want something or you aspire for something, the whole universe conspires, it's unquoted, to make it happen. I think that's a beautiful statement which we all can use in Toastmasters. And there's something like the business I put my sweat, blood. Now, it's not a literary thing we all know, but we use it to enrich our speeches. This is called a hyperbole or an exaggeration. We can use these kind of words, which is not literal, but which can add a lot of flavor to the speeches. Moment of epiphany. And then there's a line which was made, took opportunity in moving forward. It is took opportunity of moving forward, moving ahead. Then we had when life gets stopped, it's all about challenges. Okay. The results were not as expected. Again, here is a hyperbole. Results are not something like, it's not a person here that you can expect. But then you do use words of an adjective to describe the noun, which is not a proper noun here. And a correction again, due to this, I cannot choose. Instead of that, it should be due to this, I could not choose. I am capable, but I did not focus is not the correct one, because 2 different tenses happening there. I was capable, but I did not focus. And tenses is something which we need to be very careful of. We are not native English speakers, but it does not add value or the beauty when you miss out on tenses. A part of your sentence is belonging to past tense, and a part of your sentence belonging to present tense can really ruin what you want to convey. So please be mindful of it. It's okay as long as you communicate, I understand. But then, yes, enrich your speeches. You are not concerning about, it shouldn't be, it should be you are not concerned about. Again, concerning cannot be used as a verb. It's an adjective that needs to be used. So please use it in the right speech, uh, part of speech. I went to inside, it's I went inside. You will never mistake again, it should be you will never make a mistake again. The results came, results don't walk and come. Again, it's a personification that we use. These are beautiful. I mean, they're very simple things, but we need to be mindful again. It's a beautiful line. We can use that for different objects, different situations. I'm lucky I had the experience to fall down. No, it should be I am lucky I had the experience of failures. We can make it correct every day. We can make, I think that it is not correct over there. So we can make things correct, or we can make this situation, or we can correct this situation every day. I don't know if I've heard it correct, but there was something like dark activities. Dark activities is a very negative word. We should talk about things which are, not happy things that are happening in life. Could be something like weak moments or moments where we found ourselves vulnerable. Could be the right word, but dark activities definitely are no. And starting any line with so, if itself indicates you as a very underconfident speaker, it's always good to start with, expressing yourself and not using gap words, filler words. How effectively do we communicate is all that matters. How effectively we communicate, do is not needed there. Toastmasters, okay, and then when we are talking, most of the times we talk it as over, we are addressing everyone. We talk on behalf of the entire audience. It's always good to talk on behalf of yourself. So Toastmasters gives us a tool, not gives you a tool. I mean, we're not being subjective there. Okay, the AC is not effective. Again, AC is not working effectively. I like the word you are gullible to stories. If you're, people think that you are gullible to soft stories if you are supportive, which is a very nice line. And patriarchal is article is a very nice word. True love. What I look at should be how I look at. Change is the only inevitable thing in life. Lovely word there again. Enter to this should be entered this if you're entering something. And then opening up your speech can be better said as open your speech. Okay. Not emotionally attaching could be not emotionally connecting or not emotionally conveyed. Either of these. Yeah, and then I love this re-emphasis. We communicate, which is, we use this thrice just to reinforce the importance of the verb over there, which is communicate. So we could use these kind of phrases in our speeches. That's all about today's grammarian speech. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster Kareem, our general evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Anida. That was a detailed report, actually covered many things. And of course, we are all not native speakers, most of us, I believe. So in that case, the language usage and this kind of report is very helpful, since some of us, like me, not got formal education, formal way of learning. So through Toastmasters, we are learning, we are improving. So last 5 years, I attend the meetings, and from there, the information what I gather, some taking from the meetings, that's improving me. So the important in the meetings, take up the role players. Each role has something to learn. Yeah, I started with a timer role, then account role, then slowly started taking these prepared speeches, evaluation. Now this general evaluation also a learning process for me. I am also learning how to improve how to interact with people, how to speak effortlessly. This is my my intention to attend the meeting. So Toastmasters is a platform. Once we started to enjoy the journey, we will continue our throughout our life, acknowledging and accumulating knowledge and all these things. So today's meeting also one of them. You see, when I mentioned the venue itself, this is first time I am sitting here. Of course, last Newstart meeting, but honestly speaking, this is first time in a role in a hybrid meeting as well. I never, I don't remember, I never took any role in a hybrid meeting. So that was every time there something to learn. So the meeting started at 9:43. That means 13 minutes delay. Should have, you know, certain limitations we all have. We are all working persons and homemakers. So with that limitation also, even we have started a little late. But in Toastmasters, timing is very important. That's why we are considering the disqualification in a speech, because the importance of timing to be remind all the members. That's the important thing. So even though we are almost on time with that delay, and when we come to the each role players, SA was Ronald did his job very well, and he explained everything what an essay, what should have to mention, all the things he mentioned, and it's very good. And coming back to the DTM, Anida Naidu as a seasoned speaker explained, and that was when the theme was mentioned to be inspired, something like that. Her speech itself was inspiring speech. All the members to take about the traffic jam which we experience in this, or she mentioned, and the TMOD also took us into the other kind of experience, HR experience, how she got inspired with the other. So certain people throughout the table topic speakers also mentioned about the inspiration, the love they got. So overall, the meeting was, and when we come back to the evaluators, the speakers or the evaluators, they mentioned they evaluated as the structure with the improvements point they have to follow. However, when I mentioned, when I go to the Zainab speech, since this is the second pathway and the icebreaker speech, the language was very nice, and she explained what everything. However, in between, I don't remember this. The evaluator mentioned that the pause in between the wordings, especially when you talk about that conversation, mentioned, told, something like that. Did you that kind of things? If you can mention as a dramatic way instead of, my father mentioned stops. Then what was the wording? So that kind of pause in between you have much better. In the contest, we got the second speaker, Bhatia. He was a very good speaker. He can use the language, everything. But the flow was in the straight line. So in this speech, we have to incorporate many things. We have to bring drama, the voice articulations, and little bit different kind of voice mode we have to incorporate. Then only the audience will enjoy the whole speech. His story was he was talking from his heart, so it was very good. But instead of that, if he could have the pose and mention and variation, all these things could be added in the speech. That's what I noticed. And Ronaldo also talked about the communications. As per the pathway, what mentioned, he followed the pathways and he did his speech very well. And this evaluators also did their job very well. So I don't want to take much time on all these things. So thank you all for inviting me to attend this meeting. So I would like to thank Toastmaster Jayashankar, who is the one who invited me first to the meeting. So my inspiration, DTM Anita Naidu, and my mentor, DTM Raghu, is here. Thank you all. Thank you for this meeting and what you will do.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karim, for giving that detailed general evaluation where we need to take care, especially the timing. That is the main concern which we are experiencing. Thank you so much. And I take this moment to thank each and every role players and all the members, online members as well, for coming, attending, and participating and taking up the roles, especially Toastmaster Zainab, Toastmaster Karim, Toastmaster Asia, Toastmaster Paranjit. Thank you, and I'm handing over the stage to President DTM Anita for the closing ceremony.
Toastmaster Rajalakshmi, can you declare the results as well?
Yeah. So we have a winner for today's table topic session. The winner is Toastmaster Zainab.
Can I have Zainab also in the picture, please? You are not standing in front of the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, she was here actually.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Please go ahead. Congratulations.
The best for today's session is Toastmaster Paranjit.
Let me spotlight Paranjit.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Paranjit.
Congratulations.
Over to you, President DTM.
Oh yeah, I was still waiting for the speaker thing. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Can we just give her a big round of applause for conducting? I will not take much of your time, but I have to say the speeches were extremely good. Please do work on your time management. It's very important. And evaluations, as already suggested more than once, please do look into the objectives and evaluate the speeches. I have noticed distinctly that more if emphasis is being given on the presentation part, the delivery part of the speeches, please identify that the content part also needs to be discussed by the evaluator. Please do give that also equal importance, and that is where the speaker can improve. Attitude and delivery will follow as days pass by and experience is gained. So with that, we come to the end of the meeting today. With the power vested in me as the president of Newstart Toastmasters, I declare this meeting number 118, adjourned. And quickly, can we have a round of feedback from the guests? If we could see the guests coming onto the stage, we'll start with, I forgot to acknowledge the presence of our area director, who has always been coming solemnly and doing his role and being very modest about his appearance over here. Let us please welcome this very supportive Toastmaster, very supportive district leader, Toastmaster Paranjit, to give us a few words of feedback. Paranjit ji.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Anita. It's always a privilege, and I really enjoy the meeting. The thing is, you all, of course, time management is one thing, but you still do everything very well planned and do it at almost on the time. That is something very good. And I could, at home also, I couldn't switch off my camera for much time unless I was writing. So because everything was so engaging, everybody was doing his best efforts, and I love to be here every time and learn from you. And the one thing which I would like to highlight today is, Aditya Manita, this the grammarian report you gave today, it's like really astounding again. And the thing is, you know, I have never seen a grammarian report, so detailed report. I think all the people over here, including me, are lucky to listen to you here in your grammarian report today. Really, the way you have gone so much detail into English, and everyone like our general evaluator, I think this is going to, you know, make the club going up and up with all the feedbacks everybody is getting, and the speakers. I think we are heading towards a wonderful times ahead. And I will be again, whenever I get time, I'll try to be physically also there in present. I will come there. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Those are wonderful words. Yeah, and we had Toastmaster Asya. She's here online. And can you have a few words, Asya? Your second time coming here. You being the president of Bright Riders School, how do you feel this particular meeting went along?
I really look up to you, DTM Anita, in the way I ditto Toastmaster Paramjeet's words completely. You are so organized and impeccable in your planning. So it's something that I want to also imbibe in my presidency. So this is what I love about coming to Newstart. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's only going to make me more humble now. And yeah, it's more burdening. In the guests, Zainab, can you come onto the stage? How did you feel about feeling the stage of Toastmasters Club?
Zainab?
Zainab?
Zainab. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
good.
would like to thank the distinguished Toastmaster Anita for the invitation of coming and delivering in her club. So thank you very much. And I found this meeting very effective and informative, and I've learned a lot. And I loved how the table topping master came with full energy, and the way he gave out the sheets even before bringing the person on the stage. So very creative, innovative way.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
It was nice connecting with all of the members, and I look forward to seeing you again, connecting with you. And I'll invite you to my club. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Karim, I hope you are happy coming in here. Please do revisit us. We've heard from you and we will definitely incorporate. Yeah, do we have any more guests? I don't think so. Okay, so let's call it a day. Happy weekend, everyone. And winners take it all, of course, but participants also are right there. So thank you so much, everyone. Please keep preparing, keep honing your skills. We'll see you all shortly again in 15 days' time. Over to you. Take care. Bye.